now. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to Pilates. So today for Pilates, all you'll need is a mat. And if you're comfortable, remove your shoes. You can leave your socks on if you like. For most of the class, we will be laying down on the floor. And this is a very basic Pilates class. And we'll work our way through to intermediate. And then if you want to, take it up to the next level. Pilates is core. So core front, core side, core back. And today, your little bit of tidbit is 26 muscles in your core. And we're gonna try and hit every single one of them before we sit down and have our turkey dinner. So if you're ready, please come and join me down on your mat. So we're gonna sit down. Now remember, for safety, all right, you wanna make sure if you have high or low blood pressure, remember this is a very basic Pilates class. And what we're gonna do is engage our lower abdominals, and you want to feel the pressure pushing into the low back, all right? Now, we're just going to take our thumb to the bottom of our rib cage and take your pointy finger to your hip bone. So right there, you feel like you're almost stapling. So I want you to pull the ribs and the hip together. Pull the rib and the hip together. So this is our first setup position. So we always want to stay in an imprint position when we're doing Pilates. So imprinting is just moving the ribs towards the hip. So an internal engagement through those lower abdominals, building strength inside the core. So remember, if you have a strong core, you're building foundation for strength. All right, so we're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale as you pull the ribs and the hips closer together. And again, release. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Pull the rib and the hip closer. Feet flat on the floor and hip width apart. Always working within the square of your body. Inhale through the nose again and exhale, rib to hip. Now we're going to take our hands down to the floor, holding that imprint position. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, just into that bridge position. So this is your Pilates bridge. Now making sure you're not on your head and that you're holding that core and rolling through one vertebrae at a time. Now if you did the weight class today, this is going to realign your spine. This is going to make everything feel aligned again after doing all the weights and the tubing. So remember, you don't want to put pressure on your neck. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. So your hands can be out to the side or out all the way from your shoulders, rolling up. Now remember, this is the warm-up. So if you're starting to say to yourself, wow, this feels a little bit easy, don't worry, we're going to take up that intensity. So we're just realigning our spine from all the activity that we did today so far. And one more time, inhale to prepare, exhale as you roll up, and you bring it back down. Last one, and holding it up. Now the key here, bring those arms straight up, feel where the shoulder blades are on the floor. Good, and I want you to roll back down. So now, we're making you a little more unstable. Rolling up, inhale to prepare, exhale. Good. And roll back down. One more time. Inhale to prepare. Arms extend up to the ceiling, or you can keep them out to the side for balance. Those are your two options. Last time, rolling up, exhale, and slowly bring it down. Now we're going to keep that same move, rolling up. Now we're just going to incorporate the scissor arms. So bring one arm down and one arm over top. Now the key here is to make sure that you have all those muscles in your glutes tightened, which will then fire up to the back extensors using the hamstrings. All right, two more. Good, last one. And both arms extend up from the shoulder and rolling it back down. Arms come down to the side and just bring your knees into your chest to release your hamstrings. Now if you got a cramp during that, all right, grab some water, all right, shake out your leg if you need to, and then place the feet back down. Now we're going to go back to our imprint position. So take the thumb back to your ribs, Pointy finger to the hips. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, we're just going to slide the rib cage towards the hips. Now we're getting into a little deeper into those core muscles and bring it back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, rising up. Now we're pausing and holding, and then bring it back down as you exhale. Inhale to prepare, exhale, chin nod, head floats, right? So remember, Pilates is a gentle way to work your core and back down. Inhale to prepare through the nose. Exhale, hold, and slowly bring it back down. Now we're going to lift one knee, doesn't matter which one, because we're going to do both. And again, bringing in the instability to the core. Inhale to prepare, arms are floating at your side. Chin nod, and exhale as you rise towards the leg. Stay in that imprint position through the whole range of motion. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chin nod, head float, and hold. Good, and bring it back down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale to prepare again, chin nod, head float. Now you'll hear me use those cues throughout the whole class today. So you probably will say them by the end to yourself in your sleep. One more time. Inhale to prepare, exhale, and holding. So you're bracing, and bring it back down. Now we're just going to lower down the arms, lower down that leg, and bring the other leg up to 90 degrees. And again, placing it over the hip, shin parallel to the ceiling. Inhale to prepare, imprint position, chin nod, and head float as you exhale. Bring your chest towards your thigh, and back down you go. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Remember, Pilates is slow, so you can feel the full range of the muscles that we're working today. Inhale to prepare, exhale, and breathe, and back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, and up. Good, and slowly bring it back down. Well done. Now we're going to take one leg up at a time. Now inhale to prepare, we have both legs together. Now I want you to think about holding a penny between your knees. So as you squeeze the inner thighs, proprioception, right? So as you squeeze the knees together, you're going to feel the lower abdominals engage, and you're going to feel that low back into the mat. Now arms are going to float at your side. Inhale to prepare, chin nod, head float, and bring it up. Now watch you don't stick your chin out. You want that nice relaxed neck, and slowly bring it back down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, sliding the ribs towards the hip. So I want you to have that visualization, all right, of your ribs, where they are, sliding to the hips. Inhale to prepare through the nose, and you exhale through pursed lips always in Pilates. And one more time. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, and bringing it up. And slowly bring it back down. Last one. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, rising up. Good. And slowly bring it back down. Now drop one leg always at a time, and then the other. Now we're going to extend the right leg out, arms out to the side. Now we're going to slowly bring that knee up and extend the leg out. Now we're going to start to get into the side walls, the obliques of the core, palms to ceiling, resting the shoulders comfortably away from your ears, and feel those shoulder blades on the floor. So pointing your toe, we're going to drop the leg straight down. We're going to make a plate-sized circle. So the key to this exercise is making sure that that leg that is bent doesn't open up, and that your hips are square to the ceiling, and that you can feel the circle that you're drawing in your thigh, right? So bracing, exhaling. So as the leg goes lower, right, more instability, and rise. Slowly lower down, rotate, and breathe. So inhale to prepare, exhale as you execute the movement. Now, keeping that other leg straight, or you can bend it, and down. Now we're just going to switch directions. Now this is where you really have to be careful that that opposite hip doesn't pop. Now remember, option here, you can bend your knees slightly and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Square, shoulders to ceiling and the hips. Good. And 2 more. And last one. And bend that knee down, and we're just going to switch legs. Again, reset, other leg up. So pointing the toe or relaxed foot, but not flexing. So holding it there, inhale to prepare, dropping the leg down. Remember, it's a plate circle to start. And the reason why we do that is to see how stable. So if we got right into it like this, do you see how my hips are rocking? Okay, what we're trying to do is focus on the core, moving the leg. All right? Breathing, inhale, exhale on the movement. So keeping your hands where you can feel your core. So you can feel the muscles that you're working. And again, we go back to that big word of proprioception when you're doing Pilates. You want to feel what muscles you're working. Right? And we're going to switch directions. Again, you can straighten that bottom leg. So you might find that you have sticky points, right? When you're rotating, bracing the core. Remember the firing order. So inhale to prepare, exhale as you do the movements. Breathing and exhaling. Good. And 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And bring that knee down. We're going to bring the other knee up. And we're going to go to double legs. Now, if you're not comfortable with the double, just go back to the single. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. We're going to drop the legs down and circle. Small plate-sized circles. So remember, you're not lifting your hips. All right? And your option is to square, bent knees to ceiling. Good. Or extend them right out. Now, if you're feeling really good today and you want to go just a little bit lower, remember it's all about maintaining that imprint position and not arching your back. So inhale to prepare, exhale. And 1 more in this direction. And other way. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Keeping the shoulder blades square to the ceiling, eyes to ceiling. So when you do this circle, your hips are staying square. You're just falling outside the squareness of your hips. And you have to use those obliques to make the movement. 2. And 1 more. And bring it back to center, bend 1 knee down, and then the other. Now we're going to go back to bent knees over the hips, and we're going to inhale to prepare, and we're going to move into a basic hundreds position with bent knees, and then we're going to extend our legs out. Now this one might be a little more challenging for some of you out there. Your option is to keep your head down, or as you inhale to prepare and exhale, your chin is down looking at your knees. So this would be option 1. Option 2 is to extend the legs out but keep them up higher. Option 3, keeping the legs at that 45-degree angle, making sure that you're not arching your back. So we're going to prepare ourselves, right? So hands at your side, inhale to prepare. 1 knee up, other knee up. Exhale, chin nod, head float. Now, if this is you today, we're going to breathe 5 breaths in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Out and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend the legs if you like to. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. In, 2, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in. Exhale. Head comes down, arms down, knees, and drop one leg, and then the other. Well done. Take a nice, big, long stretch. Good. And exhale. So hopefully you picked your level. All right, we're going to do it one more time. So if you feel like you could have done the full extension with the legs up a little higher, take it to that level or drop them to the 45. So one knee up, two knees up. Now I want you to pick your position with your legs now, making sure that you're braced through those lower abdominals. Extend the legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chest comes up. Ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in. Exhale. Legs come in. Drop one leg and then the other. Well done. Big long stretch out. Arms come down, and we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to roll over now. Now, we're going to do some back extensions. So I want you to think about knees below your hips at a 90 degrees, and I want your wrists, elbows, and your shoulders all lined up. Now, your head should be aligned with your spine. Now, today we're going to start with one arm forward. So let's go with the left arm forward. Holding it there. Now we're going to pick the opposite knee up and extend that leg out. Now here's where I want you to flex your foot. So pushing your heel out. So you're thinking about length now. From your fingertip right down to your foot. Holding this position, making sure your shoulders are square and your hips are square. Now we're just going to bring the elbow into the rib cage. Knee comes into the elbow. And extend it back out nice and slow as you exhale. So it's an inhale. And as you exhale, you lengthen. So think about someone pulling you by the finger and pulling you by the foot. Extend. And your head is looking slightly forward and down just to keep your head aligned with your spine. Good. And one more time. And hold, hand comes down, and knee comes down. Now, if you need to take a moment to stretch, just roll through your spine, and come back to that neutral, and then set yourself up again for the other side. So we're going to extend the arm first, and then extend the leg. So making sure that the leg is no higher than that glute muscle. All right, inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring the arm in, and the leg in, and extend it out. Now, if you feel like you're wobbling today, just take that hand maybe a little bit wider, and as you get a little stronger through the core, you'll notice that you can bring that arm directly underneath the shoulder. So you always want to work within the square of your body with Pilates. Breathing in, and exhale out. One more time. In, and hold. Good job. And bring the hand down, bring the leg in, and now we're just going to sit back to release our lower back. Good. Now we're going to go into some core back exercises laying on our tummies. So what I want you to do first is fold your hands, and we want a bit of an angle here so you can see what I'm doing. Folding your hands and resting your head down. Now you can feel your hip bones down on your mat. And I want you to think about bracing through your core by pulling your belly button in. Now I want you to think about activating the glutes before we lift that single leg. Inhale to prepare, squeezing and lift. Holding it there and lower down. Other side, inhale to prepare and exhale, lift. So your ribs, right, are soft on your mat and your hips are down touching the mat. Now remember, when you do this, you want to lift no higher than your bum. It's only a few inches coming up off the floor. Okay, so we don't want it way up in the air like this. Okay. This is functional, working those back extensors, building strength. Good. And one more on each side. And breathe. Now we're going to take our arms, extend them out. And again, inhale to prepare. We're just going to lift the right arm. Head is slightly up from your mat. Other side. Lift and release down. Lift. Now you're bracing your core. So when you're lifting that arm, you want to make sure, right, your core is braced. Now we're going to lift the arm and opposite leg. So lifting right arm and left leg. So on the diagonal now, we're getting into those oblique muscles. And lower. Up. And your eye gaze now is slightly out because you want to keep your ears stacked over your shoulders. Right? And breathe. And down. And up. Good. And down. Up and down. So activating from the glute, which fires through the back extensors, which is all part of your core. And last one. And slowly lower down. Now we're going to push ourselves right up. Open up those knees. Take a nice child's pose. And breathe. And slowly rolling up. Now we're going to come on to our side. Now this one, we're going to focus a little bit more. Rolling onto our side, knees at 90 degrees. Now we're going to take that top arm, and I want you to think about the bottom rib cage lifting off the mat. And if this isn't comfortable, take your bottom arm and rest your head there. So what we're going to do is inhale to prepare. We're going to open up our arm, but keep the hips facing to the front. We get a stretch through the shoulder. We get a stretch through the chest. Inhale and exhale back down. Good. Inhale and exhale. And back down. Again, inhale. Exhale. And back down you go. Last one, up and exhale. And back to center. Good, now we're just going to switch over to the other side. And again, this is your basic Pilates exercise for those obliques to warm up. So remember, bottom rib cage up, knees are stacked, feet, you're at that full 90 degrees. And this, if it's more comfortable there, all right? Arm is out, level with the shoulder. Shoulder is down, inhale to prepare. Exhale, as you open, you want to push the shoulders forward and the hips. Right? So you're bracing your core and back down you go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. And back down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And back down we go. Good. Now we're going to roll right onto our backs this time. Now we have what's called a single leg stretch. So we're going to stack one knee, then the other leg. Now inhale to prepare. Slide your ribs towards your hips. Now we're going to take one opposite hand to the knee that's in front. The other one comes in behind for support. Now you can keep your upper body down, or you can stay in that up position. Now we're going to breathe in, exhale, switch the legs. Exhale, switch the legs. Now, if you like, you can stay higher and you can drop your upper body, right? Now, this is lower abdominals. This is called a single leg stretch, right? Moving into now a little bit more intense exercises. Now, if you want to lift that upper body and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees over the hips again. Head comes down and drop one leg and then the other. Inhale to prepare again. We're going to do that one more time. One knee up, 2 knees up. Extend one leg out. Inhale to prepare again. So your support and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So that knee stays over the hip. And again, your options. Head drops down, legs go higher. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. And 4, 3, and 2. Last one, knees over hips, head drops down, drop one, and then the other. So we're going to open up our arms. We're going to bring those knees up, and we're just going to release our lower back now. Working the obliques. So we're going to go through, we call this a knee drop, over through the middle to the other side. So your goal here is to keep the shoulder blades square to the ceiling. So when you come to lift the knees up, you want to make sure that the core is braced and that you're using the obliques to do the lifting. So this would be your first option. Option 2, one leg extends out. And option 3, both legs up. Now remember, you're not trying to get those legs all the way to the floor. You want to be able to hold them without the shoulder blades peeling off the floor, and then lift through the middle, lift the legs, and to the other side and hold. Good, and up through the middle again. So tick-tock with the legs, right? And up. And again, if you feel like this is too much or the shoulder blades are peeling off the floor, just bend one leg or both and go back to the very first progression. And breathe. And inhale through the middle, exhale as the legs come down. Through the middle and back down. One more time. And exhale. And back to the middle. And again, bending the knees and always dropping one leg and then the other. Now we're going to get into a little bit of opening up through the glute medial and the lower abdominals. So when you open your knees today, it's not about getting this leg down to the floor. It's about being able to maintain the straightness of this knee and closing back up by using those lower abdominals. So take your thumb again, bottom of the rib cage, finger on your hip. So as you open up the knee, it might be sticky. And again, reach and breathe. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, let that leg fall open with control. So you're not just letting the knee fall, you're actually squeezing, maintaining that imprint. Inhale to prepare. Open. And close. Now watch that knee as you start to fatigue doesn't drop open. It should be squared straight to the ceiling and back together. One more time. Open. And hold it there. Now we're going to go to the other side. All right. Now you might find that one side cooperates a little better than the other. So inhale to prepare. Exhale. Open that knee. And squeezing back together. So if you have tight hips, right, this might be an exercise that you can practice after we do the live stream today. While you're playing with the kids, while you're watching TV. And remember, you always want to breathe and close back together. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Now my hands are still on my rib and my hip. And why are they there? Because I want to keep everything square to the ceiling when I'm doing the movement. I'm using the core to actually do the lift and the lower. And in. Now we're going to open our arms, and I want everybody drop your knees to one side. Hold it right there. Now I want you to feel where your shoulder blades are, and this is going to take us right back and over to the other side. So if you're tight through the core back, this is going to feel really good. And to the other side. Always being gentle. Remember, Pilates is slow movement to build strength through the core using your breath, right? And to the other side. And to the other side. One more time each side. Through the middle and exhale. And back to center. Now we're going to go back to the 100th single leg stretch, all right? And then we're going to flip around back into our horse stance and back into our finishing move. So we're just going to recap all the exercises today. So your takeaway from the live stream today, you'll be able to work on these exercises while you're at home until the next time we do Pilates. All right? And remember, today is basic moves, and you intensify it as you feel you need to. So we're going to bring one knee up, bring the other knee up, and again, your option one, knees stacked over the hips. Inhale to prepare, exhale, extend the legs. Now we're going to pump from heart center. Remember, it's from the shoulder. You're not flapping your arms. All right, 5 breaths into the mouth, in through the nose, exhale through pursed lips. Ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, take a big breath in. Exhale, bring the knees in, head drops down, and relax one leg down and then the other. Well done. All right, so now we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So bring one knee up, other knee up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chest comes forward, and again, one leg extends out, the other knee stays over the hip. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Option to drop your head. Option also to shorten the levers, your legs, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1 more, and both knees over the hips, head drops down, bring one leg down, and then the other. Well done. Now we're going to roll over into our horse stance. Now remember your setup. You want knees right below your hips. Bring the wrists, elbows, and shoulders all lined up. All right, head is aligned with your spine and slightly out. Now bracing the core so you're not sagging through the back. You want to support yourself. So we're going to extend that left arm first, and then lift the knee and extend the leg. So remember, the leg doesn't go any higher than your butt. And we breathe. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bringing in the effort. And exhale. Good. And again, making sure that your head does not move. Right? It's only the arm and it's only the leg. And you're actually using the obliques and those lower abdominals and the upper abdominals, core back extensors to move the leg. And out. In and out. In and out. Hold, hand down, and bring the knee down. And if you need a break, take it. If not, we're going to switch right away to the other side. Lift the knee, extend. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, arm in, and extend out. In, and extend out. And breathe. And in. Making sure the head doesn't move because you want it aligned with your spine. Last one. In and out. Hold it there for a breath. Hand comes down, leg comes down. And sit back and just release through the spine. Now we're going to lay back down onto our tummies. Now remember, you can either have your hands supporting your forehead, all right, or just slightly forward. So, inhale to prepare. Lift your right leg and down. Switching, other side. Switching, other side. Now remember, the hips stay down on the mat. You're actually firing the glute to go into the back extensors to do that lift. So really isolating. Now I want you to extend your arms, lifting up that left arm, and down. Now, up and down. You gotta make sure you breathe. You're not just lifting it, you're actually bracing your core to do the lift. Squeeze. Now we're gonna lift that left arm and right leg. And down. And other side. Good. And lift. And breathe. Good. And one more each side. Squeeze. And release down. Now bring your hands right by your shoulder. You're going to push yourself up. Release that lower back. Take a nice child's pose. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Slowly restack your spine, and we're going to turn ourselves back around. Hands underneath your knees, sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to take it now, feet hip-width apart. Now we're going to extend our arms forward, and we're just going to roll back slightly off of our zit bones to our tailbone, and you can feel yourself as you start to roll back. Hold it right there. You're just off of your tailbone. Inhale again, eyes forward, and exhale, come up nice and tall. Inhale to prepare. So it's like you're scooping your tailbone underneath you. So eyes are forward. Hold this position. So the key right here is that your shoulders don't raise up, they relax down. And forward again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, rolling back. Now, holding it a little further if you can. Good. Squeeze. Bracing the abdominals in. Watch you don't push the tummies out. Up. So now we're going to do what's called an arm sweep. Take your right arm. Breathe. And then back up. Other side. Sweep. And back up. So as the arm comes back, you're rolling back. And again, if this isn't comfortable for you, just take your feet out further away from your butt. Reach and down. Up and breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Feet flat. Now, if you have trouble keeping your feet flat on the floor, it's okay to lift your toes, just slightly, but try not to curl them or make them tense, right? And breathe. And one more each side, so hips staying square to the knees, shoulders staying square. It's just a sweep, arms forward, and we're slowly going to roll back one vertebrae at a time, extending our legs. Now, arms straight up. Now we're going to go into what's called a roll-up from Pilates. And this is going to be your challenge of the day. Now remember, if you get stuck at any point, you hold it where you get stuck, you breathe, and then you roll back down. Now if you're not comfortable with slightly straight knees, all right, you want them slightly bent. Arms straight up, and as we inhale to prepare, you're going to chin nod, and as you exhale, I want your head to follow where your hands are going. Hold it there, and then bring it back down. All right? Now, the whole key to this exercise is when your arms float over your head, you should be able to see your biceps in your peripheral vision. If your arms go back over your head too far, you arch, and that's not what we want to. We want to soften the rib cage and keep that low back as close to the mat as we can. So arms up, inhale to prepare. Arms will float over your head. As you exhale, you're gently reaching the arms forward. Now, if you get stuck right here, that's fine. You hold it, you breathe, and then you come back down. So what we're trying to do is build strength through each vertebrae, one at a time, and if you get stuck at the next level, here, hold it, and then roll back down again. Inhale to prepare. Now this time, your best effort. As you exhale, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rolling through. Reach, 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 and up, and slowly tipping forward. Now, we're going back down exactly the way you came up. Scoop your hips under, one vertebrae at a time. And I know some of you out there are going, yeah, right, Wendy, like I'm going to roll all the way up. Remember what I said. It's baby steps. Pilates is hard, and we have our whole life ahead of us to work on it. So wherever you're at today, that's why I gave you this hardest exercise at the end, so that you could practice for next time. And exhale. Inhale. Chin nod, head float. Remember, this is all about you building strength through your core. We're doing this to get better, to get stronger, to get fitter. Pilates is your foundation for all your workouts. And breathe. Slow and controlled. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And bring it back down. And arms come back down. Now bringing those knees in. Remember, if you're not comfortable with the legs straight, have slightly bent knees, all right? And just release your lower back. One foot down and then the other. Now we're going to put together our hundreds or single leg stretch, all right? And then we're going to go right into a full roll up, and then we'll be done for today. So those are the exercises that I want you to take away for today to work on. So we're going to bring one knee up and then the other knee up. Remember to choose your options, knees bent or extend them out. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Ready. And we're pumping breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in. Exhale, head comes down, knees come in, one leg down, and then the other. Take a moment and then reset. Inhale to prepare, bring one knee up and the other knee up. Extend one leg out and then bring your chest towards the leg. Remember, opposite hand for support in that knee. We're not bringing it into the chest, we're just guiding it to stay within the hip square of your body. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Now that's too much for your neck. Remember, it's all about the core. You're moving the leg with the core. So brace and set, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, knees over hips, and slowly bring it down, one leg at a time. Now our last exercise, we're going to go into our roll up. Inhale to prepare, arms floating over your head. And as you exhale, peel one vertebrae at a time, all the way up and over. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and breathing. Remember, slow and controlled. And down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And down. All right. And we're going to roll right over onto our horse stance. We're going to finish up opposite arm and opposite leg. So take your right arm forward, lift the knee on the opposite side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring that elbow in and release it out. So if you're fatigued and you're in this position now and you're wobbling all over the place, your option is to drop the knee and just do the arm out and in, or you could just do the leg out and in. Last one. And extend. And drop it down and other side. So lifting the arm first, then the knee, and extend the leg. Make sure your wrist, elbow, and shoulder are all lined up. Inhale and exhale. And reach. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and one more time. It's all about length. Hold right there. Hand comes down, knee in. Now, I want you to open up your knees. Hips slide back. Extend your arms forward. Head down to your mat. And just take a few moments right here to breathe. Let your belly fall between your knees. Take some nice big breaths in. And if you're not comfortable with your arms extended out, just let them rest here. Or you can even breathe and let your arms fall behind you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're slowly going to come up like a growing flower. Good. Hands out in front. Tuck one toe and then the other. Remember what I said earlier, if you have high or low blood pressure, please be careful. If you get dizzy, just pause. Now we're going to roll up like we did lying down, only now we're going to stand and do a roll up to finish and realign our spine. So inhale to prepare. Shoulders down. Now slowly sliding those hands up your body. Head comes up last, chin comes up last. Now we're going to do that going down. Inhale to prepare, chin nod. Put your hands bracing the core, ribs come to hips. Slowly. And this should feel good. Inhale. Remember, if it's painful at all, you stop. All right? Inhale to prepare, exhale. Bracing. So this is just like you're laying down, roll up. One more time. Inhale. Chin on. And we'll finish with rolling up. Inhale. Shoulders down and back. Good. Big breath in. Come in. Big breath in. Exhale. And thank you all for live streaming Pilates today. If you'd like to join us again Tuesday at 1 o'clock, if you enjoyed that, we will be doing some more exercises as we go along. Today, basic, and if you wanted to intensify, you can. Thank you all again and have a wonderful day and happy Easter.